right. Sgt Balderas, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you joining me from the National Guard. Um, First question right off the bat is, how long have you been in the National Guard?
So I've been in the National Guard for 2 years, 2.5 years now. But I first started off with active duty for my first 5 years. So when I first joined, I joined active duty straight off the bat.
Hmm.
I deployed to Africa during the whole Ebola spread. So
Wow.
dealing with this whole COVID stuff, it's nothing new to me. And then after that, I went to Iraq in 2016, and then from there I switched over to National Guard. So in total, I've been in for about 7.5 years, almost eight.
Mhm.
But the last 2, 3 years, I've been with the National Guard.
Oh, wow. That's great. So let's dig into the National Guard. What are some of the benefits that the National Guard has to offer students that are coming out of high school?
So the benefits of National Guard, we can actually start enlistment processing with juniors in high school. So we have federal tuition assistance, just like all the other branches. But we also have state tuition assistance. So that's
Mm.
kind of a little difference in between us and other branches. So everyone gets their, $4,500 a year in tuition assistance through the government,
Mhm.
and then the state of Texas also adds on another $9,000 to that. So
Wow.
in total, we have about $13,500 in tuition assistance a year. And that's besides, getting grants and scholarships and FAFSA. So that's
Cool.
just extra money for you, for those who want to go to college or even trade school,
Mhm.
and then pursue a full-time career and be a part-time soldier with the National Guard.
That's cool. So you mentioned part-time, and I know this about National Guard. I learned this a lot last year, my first year in this position,
Yeah.
about National Guard. But National Guard is very different than the other branches of the military because it is this kind of part-time status. What does that look like for people that enlist?
So the National Guard, we can actually start enlisting, like I said, juniors in high school at 17 years old. We work 1 week in a month, 2 weeks in the summer. So one Saturday, one Sunday out the month, you come work with us, with all the recruiters, with everyone who has enlisted already and around the area, and you get paid for it even while in high school. So as a junior, you can start earning a
Hmm.
paycheck through the National Guard. But like I said, it's part time, so you work 1 week in a month, 2 weeks in the summer, and then that allows you to be, for those who want to go to college or trade school, or just go straight to the workforce, that allows you to be a full-time college student, full-time trade school student, full-time employee, and while
Cool.
getting these educational benefits, these other part-time checks, and medical and stuff like that, benefits that
Hmm.
kids aren't right now aren't really worried about because they're all Superman and Superwomen, but later on they be very beneficial for them.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't realize that you got paid and just insurance. I mean, like being
Yeah.
taken care of medically. That's a huge deal. Kids
Yeah,
do this,
yeah,
right? Oh, that's
yes.
great. So you mentioned a couple
So,
times that students can start at 17. So what does kind of that recruitment process look like? Because once again, we talked about freshmen and sophomores are watching this as well, and so it kind
mhm.
of gets them that initial idea. But what does it look like for anybody who's interested in the National Guard? What does that recruitment process look like?
So the recruitment process, obviously, like I said, like I've been saying, as a junior, you're eligible to enlist, as long as you're 17 years old. So sophomores who are looking to maybe colleges and not really know how to pay for it, towards the end of their sophomore year, they can start contacting me over the
Hmm.
summer, so they can get a jump start as soon as your junior year starts, as long as they're eligible. For those who are juniors and seniors already, they can actually enlist. Um, right away. It just depends on how fast they want to enlist. I've enlisted people within 5 days, within
Hmm.
7 days, and then their contract starts right then and there. We don't have what they call a delayed entry program.
Hmm.
Your contract starts right then and there, which is why how we're able to start paying you right away within that same month or that following month. You will get paid for that week, and you can work with us.
That's wild.
That
Sorry,
is that's very wild.
yeah, I mean it's funny because like all of the other branches talk about whenever they talk about the things that are different, it's all about the individual programs. But what I love about the
Mhm.
National Guard is that the entire structure is different, right?
Yes.
Because it just allows students to so much more freedom in what they want to
Mm-hmm.
do, whether it's college or trade school or whatever. So you took an
Mm-hmm.
unusual path in the sense that you fully enlisted and then you went the National Guard route over the last couple of years. So why is the National Guard important to you? What were some of those deciding factors that kind of moved you along that way?
So when I first enlisted, I was 18, 19 years old. And the reason why I enlisted is very different from most. I enlisted because I had a kid straight out of high school. So I had to do something quick, fast, in a hurry.
Hmm.
And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed active duty. But for those who want to be around their family more often and who just love this great state of Texas, you don't have to leave Texas. When you join the National Guard, the only time you do leave is when you go to basic training and then when you go learn your job and then you come right back here. So you're still able to, stay with family, which is a big reason why I switched over. You're still able to, stay with family, stay around friends, and still go to the college of your choice in the state of Texas. So that to me right there is pretty important. I know a lot of students like to stick around family at first when they first, graduate high school because it is a big step when you do graduate. Whether they want to believe that or not, it's a pretty big step.
Yeah.
Keeping family close by to you is pretty important to me. So um, that's why I switched over, and it allows me to be with my daughter more often rather than being away all the time.
Cool. Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. And anybody that I've
Hmm.
spoken to who has gone into the National Guard, it's a lot of the same, it's a lot of similar responses, people who
Hmm.
are interested in serving their country and want to get ahead in terms of finances for anything they want to do after high school, but also you
Yeah.
don't necessarily want to be shipped to the other side of the world.
Yeah, exactly. And those, I know there's a lot of kids, a lot of students who are like to serve their community, and that's what the National Guard is. We help out the state of Texas in a time of need, and
Mhm.
2020 is a very great example. We've had hurricanes, we have COVID, and then we had the riots downtown Dallas and
Mm.
everywhere else. And the National Guard did step in and help out. We provided the help to the police force, to the people, and anything any way as possible that to help out our community in the state of Texas.
Cool, cool. I appreciate it. So, Sergeant Balderas, all of your contact information is going to be at the end so that students can take a picture of it and they can get in contact with you that way. What's the easiest way? Is it a phone call? Is it a text? Is it an email?
So the easiest way for me is you can call or text me. My cell number is 737-704-7900. Um, and you can also reach out to me on Instagram. I know that's pretty big.
Yeah.
My Instagram is Sergeant Balderas, so it's SGT BALDERAS. And you can just call, text me, I guess DM me on Instagram, whatever you want.
Whatever's
And
easiest.
I'll be more than, yeah, whatever's easiest to y'all. I'll be more than willing to talk to you and see if you qualify, you're eligible, and make an appointment with you and see, how the National Guard could best serve you.
Awesome. Well, Sergeant Balderas, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate you for having me.